everyone, welcome back. So I've been going through my craft stuff and I figured what I should do is finish projects that I've started but kind of put aside in lieu of creating new ones. So I've finished 2 projects this week. Yay! I finished Funny Bunny and I finished my tropical journal. So I'm going to come back on in a different video, maybe one per journal, and I'm going to show you guys how I finished it off and what they look like. But today I found all these signatures. So originally what I tried to do is I tried to put these all into one book, but I did this when I very first started junk journaling. And let me show you. This is the cover I created, and it turned out super cute. Oh, here's the front. It turned out super cute. But my only problem was I tried originally to do a hidden spine. Now, mind you, this is when I very first started, so I kind of didn't know what I was doing. I tried to do a hidden spine, and it didn't hold. As you can see now, it's very stuck on. But for whatever reason, it didn't hold, and I couldn't get it right. So then I tried to sew it on, and again, I don't know, it just something about it wasn't right. So I took it all apart and I have this beautiful cover, and inside eventually I may reuse this and do something different, but I'm gonna put that aside for now because I have all these signatures. Now, they're all just a little bit different, but they all have like kind of the same features in them. And for the most part, I don't know if this is upside down or not. For the most part, they're pretty well done, some of them. Now, this one, I can tell, can definitely use some decorating because this doesn't really have much decoration to it. But, I mean, it started. So this one I was looking at, this one's pretty thick and chunky. Now this one is pretty much done aside from a few things. So like I have all these elements of decoration in here, which is super cool. This needs worked on. Hopefully I'm in frame. Okay, this needs worked on because I had some little flowers or something there and they came off. So we need to fix that. And then there was just like a couple other areas that I noticed needed fixed. Okay, so this here, the glue is coming off, and because this was so long ago, to be honest with you, I don't remember what kind of glue I used. I know it's before I found art glitter glue, but I can't remember. I don't think I used Fabri-Tac because I don't know that I had that then either. I had some other kind of paper glue, I think. I don't remember the name of it. And I didn't really care for it. So yeah, we need to re-glue that on. But like, look how cool all this stuff is. I mean, so back in the day when I first started, I had some fun ideas. I just didn't quite know how to put it all together in a journal. So what I thought I could do is, because like this one is pretty well decorated, but like some of these, you know, like this is just pretty plain and raw still, and same with probably, I'm guessing, this one. So these could be really good standalone journals, small standalone journals, and I thought, why not come in and create, you know, like 4 separate journals, single signature. But I mean, there's plenty enough pages in here that it'll be fine, because if we count this one, because we're going to put a cover on it, that's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 pages. That's like 68 pages if you do front and back. So, I mean, that's a decent sized journal, even if it's single signature. So that's kind of what my plan is to kind of finish it. Well, start working, finish them off, everything like that. And we'll see what we get. So let's start with this one because this one is pretty much almost finished aside from just them few things. And what I kind of thought is I thought about using like an envelope like the Amazon mailers. But I thought, because this one has like a bunch of pockets in it already and tucks and things, I didn't think it really needed a cover that had more pockets on it. So that's why I kind of just thought we would just do the envelope or the folder. So let's see. Probably want a little overhang. So yeah, let's see. I want to do a little overhang, So probably, let's cut it about here. And this measures, because this is like when I very first started, I didn't cut a lot down. I just folded the papers in half. The only thing I did is at the end, when I put all the papers together and it kind of like pooches out in the center, I cut all that off. So these should, for the most part, be pretty flush. So these should just be more or less the size of a paper. So this ended up being 5 by 8. So pretty standard. So if we do like like a 6 by 9 or something, that would probably work fine. So if we're thinking 6, I don't know what I measured it at. That's wait, no. Yeah, 9. 9 has to go this way. Go, Heather. All right, so let's see. If we mark it at 6 or 9, I'm going to confuse myself yet. That's about the same, yeah. So let's go ahead and cut that. And then we'll see. I'm not sure if, because there's extra room on the inside, I'm not sure if I'm going to cut it off, or maybe we could do like a folded, I don't know what you call them. You know, like when it folds around and you have like the opening and then you open it up. Maybe something like that. I'm not sure. All right. So, yep, that took care of both of the pencil marks. And that'll give us a good amount of room inside. Probably about, like a 1/2 inch maybe? Yeah, about like a 1/2 inch on either end. So that's good. And then, now do we want, let's see if we do that. And we kind of mess with our fold a little bit. Let's see. So I like using the file folders because they already have the score lines in them. So I mean right there, that's your almost inch spine. And I mean, we don't need an inch for this, but it's there. So I mean, you know, it gives us room to expand. So if we leave that there, then now do we want to bring this in? We could fold this like on the inside and then create a thing that goes around, like to hinge it. I don't know. Or do we just want to cut it off? I kind of like the idea of having the hinge, but I don't know that I want anything on here. Let's see. This is longer on this side, so no, it is. Yeah, that is. Okay, so let's see. If this is that size, and then we fold it around to give ourselves a hinge, I like that. And then we open it and have like a little pocket. So yeah, let's do that. That'll be okay. Then we don't have to waste anything by cutting this off. Okay. And then this part, we'll fold like this. Oh, now I wonder if I should have made a... Here, let's do this. So let's take it... Let me grab my scoreboard. Hold on. We just want to make it easy on ourselves instead of more difficult. All right. So let's just reinforce this score line. Now I think like ½ an inch. Let's do, if we put that there, if we do an inch, that should be good. All right, so let's do an inch. And then if for some reason it's not right, we can add some more later on. Well, that ended up only being a ½ an inch. So that's fine. We'll just leave it like that. And then if need be, I bet you we're going to, I don't know, let's see. I bet you we're going to need more. No, that should be fine because it's already got a ton of stuff in it and it's not super chunky right now. So, and there's room. So I think, no, let's go ahead and make this an inch also. That way it matches the other side and there won't be quite such a weird angle on it. All right. So if we did 3 1/4. So let's 3 3/4. Let's just go ahead and do that. And we can cover this up so nobody will even know that we did an extra score line in there. Okay. So let's try this now. Yeah. I think that's much better. Okay, cool. So let's set this aside for now and we'll work on the cover. What I think we should do first is reinforce this, just since we kind of goofed it up a little bit. And I think all we really need to do is just maybe use some book page. But the problem is finding book page that's tall enough. So maybe we just do some scrapbook paper. Let's see. I have a whole bunch of different pieces, parts here. Oh, this is pretty. Let's see, is this long enough? Oh, it is. Let's use this. This looks like it would be kind of like lacy. All right. So this was what, 9 inches. Ended up being just under 9 inches. Well, that's fine. All right. So I like having a little bit of the file folder showing. So let's do about 8 3/4. And then we'll do 3/4 of an inch. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 because, well, let me make sure it's big enough first. That is totally, but actually let's go ahead and do an inch. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 because we'll do front and back. Even if we flip it over and use the other side, that way it's, oh, and while we're going, actually, let's just go ahead and do 2 more, and then we'll cover the spine of the book also. That way it's kind of cohesive. And again, we can flip it over because this is double-sided. So, I mean, you have both sides, which is both really pretty. All right. So let's go ahead and do the spines. And I'm gonna ink like probably after I get everything glued down in terms of the base paper, so I'm not going to ink anything right now. me show you, I know I said I wasn't going to ink anything, but let me show you what this is going to look like after we ink this part. And I think it'll be good because I really like the torn edges. And then remember, we're going to cover all this up. So all this extra inking, you're not going to see. And then of course, you know, we're going to have our signature stitched in here too. So you're not going to see a ton of this, but I really do like the torn effect. And then I'll go ahead and, hopefully I'm on screen, ink this as well. So see, I think that looks really good. Even though we didn't set out to make it look that way. Yeah, and then, so these are all nice and set now. So cool. All right, so next, let's figure out, oh, and see, there's our 3/4 seam, and I think it looks much better. So now let's figure out a paper that we want to cover this with. And I do have, here it is. I do have that paper pad. Let's see if I have any more. This is the paper pad. I've had it forever. And I mean, as you can see, I got it at Ollie's, so I don't even know how old this is. There's all kinds of really cool stuff in here. Let's see, I'm wondering if, yeah, that's really pretty. This combined with that, I think would look super cute. And then we could cut it so this could be the front. I like that. Let's use this one for at least the outside. And then we can make, get a different one for the, okay. So let's do, let's go ahead and do the inside first. So we want it to go like this. Did I make it too wide? Maybe I made it too wide. All right, so one is 5 1/4. What is this one? 5 1/4. So let's cut these ones down to 5 inches. Sorry, I guess I should have measured both sides instead of just the one side. Okay, so the back side is going to be 5 inches. So this is going to be the back side. So what is 5 inches going to take off? Some of that white part. Okay, now we should be good to go. So 5 inches. You know what? I gotta trim them down just a little bit more. That's our outside. This is our inside, so we should be good now. Perfect. Okay. So, yep, I like that. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and glue these pieces down. one's actually pretty much the right size. And then we can have a couple pockets on each. Like this could be glued down and then we'd have this one and this one. I like that. All right. So let's cut them all down to 8 3/4. Now the only thing we'll have to do is on this one, we need to just trace, there we go, trace this, and then snip this off. Okay. All right, so let's just go ahead and glue this one down and then I can trim more of that corner off. Good enough. Okay, so there's that, and then I think this piece should go next, and then remember we're only doing 3 sides. Right about there is good. And then we'll do the last piece on 3 sides as well. Pull that over just a little bit. Now see, we didn't make the cover out of a pocket, but we've created 3 small pockets here, and then we're going to go ahead and glue this down. But before we glue it down, I'm going to go ahead and ink around everything. But before that, let's see, how do we want to cover this? We could do, let's see, this is here. We could do this. I like that one though. I mean, we could just do plain, or we could do stripes. Let's just do plain, and then if anything, we could just add this to the top of it. Okay. So I'm going to do 8 3/4 like we have been. And then this flap is about, let's see, 2 3/4 inch. So let's do about just under 2.5 inches, or just over 2.5 inches. Let's see, hopefully. Yep, that's fine. And then we'll go ahead and fix that corner again. Let's see. There. We'll go ahead and glue this down, and then we'll see what that strip looks like across the top of this, just to this is what we have. Now, do we want a strip across here? Let's just cut this part out. Maybe we don't want the whole strip. Maybe we just want like a little piece. Otherwise, we'll wait and kind of see how we're going to decorate it, and we might just leave it for now. Okay, I do actually like that, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Alright, and then I think what we'll do at some point in time is put something on there, like a little decorative something. Even maybe like a little pearl. That would be pretty. I don't know if I have any magnets or not. I think I'm going to look, because maybe I could do a magnet. So before we glue this down, I'll look and see. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video there. And what I will do in the meantime is look for that magnet, or see if I don't have a magnet, what else I can find. I'm going to ink around everything, and I'm going to sew the signature in. And then I'll come back and we'll do some more fixing and decorating. So for now, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.